This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Welcome, everybody. It is that time again. High school basketball playoff coverage rolls on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We have an elimination game tonight. In the area round is the Guthrie Lady Jays, the Dell City Lady Eagles on a Thursday night at, I believe they call this the Siberian Gym, home of the Edmond North Huskies normally. But tonight it's home of 5A Girls West area action. Should be a great one. These two teams met just 9 days ago in the postseason opener. It was an all-time classic. Maybe we'll get something similar tonight. We're going to find out in just a few minutes. Josh Calloway with you on a Thursday night on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We already have had one great game going between Mid-Del teams, Midwest City, Carl Albert over there in Piedmont. We got another one set up here with Dell City and Guthrie tonight. The situation pretty simple for these two teams. You win, you move on to Saturday and get to within one victory of the state tournament. You lose tonight, that's it. It's over. That's the difference between winning your regional and not. Both these teams did not win their regionals last week, and so now they got to go the hard way and try to get 2 wins in 3 days against teams that are all obviously also good enough to make it here to try and get to the state tournament at the Lloyd Noble Center next week. But the key, obviously, one game at a time, and that's where both these programs who are no stranger to playing in games like this, that's got to be the mindset coming in as Dell City and Guthrie go toe-to-toe in just a couple of minutes. First game on this floor, El Reno Shawnee went pretty quick. El Reno, big winners. They cruised over Shawnee, so El Reno has punched their ticket already to the state tournament. Shawnee, meanwhile, will await the winner of this game on Saturday afternoon to claim one of those last spots in next week's state tournament. So because of that, we are going to tip this game off a little bit early. So for those of you who have tuned into the broadcast a little early, you're being rewarded because this game's going to tip off in the matter of just a couple of minutes. And we'll be going ahead of our scheduled 7:30 start time, and we'll get this thing rolling between Dell City and Guthrie. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout here. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups, and we'll have the basketball. Guthrie, Dell City, winner stays alive into Saturday, loser season, finito. It'll end tonight. Dell City, Guthrie on the other side of this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back at Edmond North High School, Josh Calloway with you on a Thursday night, a just miserable weather Thursday night. So for those who didn't want to brave it, I don't blame you. Settle in. We got the game for you right here on OSN. Starting lineup presented by Dynamic Health Clinic. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and is able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better, recover faster. at Dynamic Health Clinic. The Guthrie Lady Jays, the visiting team here tonight at Edmond North. Number 4 is Mariah Deitman. She's a 5'7" senior. Number 11, Kinley Denning, a 5'5" junior. Number 21, Anaya Morgan, is a 5'8" senior. Number 23, Kinley Smedley, a 5'7" senior. And number 35, Denise Doolittle, rounds it out, a 5'10" senior. Guthrie is 9-17 coming into play tonight and are coached by Breck Clark. Now for the Del City Lady Eagles, who will be the home team tonight here in Edmond North. Number 3 is Sasha Hunt, a 5'3" sophomore. Number 15, Mackenzie Smithers, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 22, Ariana Bryson, a 5'6" freshman. Number 23, Courtney McCarroll, is a 5'5" sophomore. And rounding out, number 24, Shelby Thornton, a 6'2" junior. Not one senior in the starting five for Del City in this area game. They come into play tonight 14-12 on the year and are coached by Mariah White. Like we said, Del City is going to be the home team in this game, wearing the home white uniforms, the script Del City across the chest, black numbers. And Guthrie in the road, black uniforms, white numbers, blue Lady Jays across the chest. Josh Calloway with you. Eva Black working the camera for us tonight. We're glad you could find us wherever you did. This should be a pretty fun game. Like we said, these two teams met 9 days ago in the regional opener, and it went to triple overtime. And I'm not saying we're going to get that again, but you never know. As these two teams mix it up, season on the line, an elimination game tonight here at Edmond North High School. Opening tip, battle between Denning and Thornton, won by Thornton, and we're off and running at Edmond North High School. Glad you could be with us on a Thursday night. Del City has the basketball first. They're going left to right from our vantage point up above the court here at Edmond North High School. Eagles first possession. Hunt gives it in the corner to McCarroll. She's guarded by Doolittle. And back at Hunt, they'll reset some things. Such an interesting dynamic with these two teams that played. Obviously Del City won the game, but it was basically to a dead heat. You go to triple overtime, it's a dead heat. Now they meet again just a little over a week later. Season's on the line. The dynamic of that is so interesting. As a three ball at the top of the key isn't hit by McCarroll, and the rebound comes out, and Guthrie's got it going the other direction for their first possession. Just getting started if you just tuned in. 7:07 to play in the first. Didn't miss anything. Guthrie with their first possession here. This is Smedley with the ball. It was very good in that first meeting 9 days ago. She's got the ball again, guarded by Sasha Hunt. Gives it up to the cutting Deitman, hands it off to Doolittle. Doolittle will back it out. And Guthrie, will reset some things offensively. So very methodical possessions. Now we have a foul on the Jays away from the ball. And so a turnover there as an off-ball foul will go against Guthrie. First one of the game. So not a first possession that Brett Clark's going to be thrilled with, as it results in a turnover, and Del City gets the basketball back. Still looking for our first points here in the very early going on a Thursday night. Like we said, we already had one great game. Carl Albert and Midwest City going toe-to-toe over there in Piedmont. Altus and Guyman about to tip off at the same time as us. One of 3 games here that we have on OSN for you tonight in the 5A girls area action. McCarroll on the wing, gives up to Hunt. The top bounce pass underneath to Thornton to the rim. Couldn't quite finish it. Did a great job to get the positioning, but just couldn't put it home. And Doolittle gets the board, but a bad pass. Now it's loose. McCarroll just chasing her, and that's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Del City ball. That was completely unforced by Guthrie, as nobody was helping Doolittle out. She was looking for someone to pass the ball to, but there was just nobody there. And ends up with a turnover. So Del City kind of steals a possession here. They have it back. 6:10 to go in the first, still sitting on 0-0. Hunt in the corner. She'll dribble out with her left toward the top of the key and reset some things for the Eagles offensively. Drives on her defender, hands off in the corner to the freshman Bryson. Scoop up and under layup attempt doesn't go. Got her own miss. Turnaround shot won't roll home. That probably should have been called a travel. That was an air ball in the shot that she then got herself. You can't do that unless it was partially blocked, which it may have been. In the end, no harm, no foul, no points for Del City, and Guthrie's got it back. Still 0-0, 5:34 to go in the first. Driving here is Deitman. She'll pull up on the block, didn't go, or try to pass it off. And then She ends up getting it back off the feed from Morgan and is fouled. And Mariah Deitman will go to the free throw line, and we'll have our first look at the Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe. Toonie Buys Houses, we buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call us today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. So hits the first one. Second one will also roll home, and Guthrie's got themselves an early 2-0 lead. 5:22 and counting to play in the first. Sasha Hunt crosses half court for the Eagles. Here's McCarroll on the wing. Long pass back to Hunt. She'll fire from three. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped out, pulled in by the Jays. That's Smedley with the ball, and Guthrie has it again. So Del City offensively, a slow start to say the least. Nothing in the first 3 minutes. Down the lane, left-hand shot for Deitman goes home. That was through some contact, and our first field goal of the game is a nice finish by the senior Mariah Deitman. Guthrie is the antithesis of Del City in that regard. We mentioned no starting seniors in the starting five for Del City. Guthrie's got 4. As Thornton missed it, but got her own miss. Second chance, got it in, the foul. Thornton and one, just sticking with it. Got her own miss twice. Ends up getting the three-point play opportunity out of it. What a finish by Shelby Thornton. Guthrie faithful weren't thrilled with it, thinking that might have been some over the back there. Probably not a terrible argument, but in the end, doesn't matter. Didn't call it. Free throw no good. So it'll stay 4-2, and the Jays will have it back up by a deuce. Crossing half court here is Morgan, one of those 4 seniors. The only non-senior is Denning. She's a junior. Everybody else in their final go. 3-ball at the top, Clackums. Kinley Smedley with the first Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball of the game. 2 great locations to serve you with great rates in Choctaw and Del City. Right back the other way, 3-ball for Smithers won't go, but a second chance opportunity for Hunt for 3. That won't fall either. Long rebound goes out of bounds, and Guthrie will get the ball back. So a good start for the Jays here with 4:02 to go in the first. They lead at 7-2, and just kind of in general in this first half quarter, it's felt like their offense has been a bit more in rhythm. A couple of better looks offensively. Got to the line once, which obviously we saw Shelby Thornton do that as well, but so far, you feel like Guthrie a little more settled in here early, and now another foul here is going to go on Del City. Be the foul on Smithers, her first, team second, with 3:51 to go in the opening frame. Here at Edmond North High School. One of my favorite places to come. We've been here for postseason a lot of the last few years. Great facilities, great setup here for us. Never going to complain with coming here. Great setting for high school hoops. Shot for Deitman doesn't go. Hunt has it going down the floor. Rocket pass ahead to Thornton. She'll take it tough to the rim and finish. So far, Shelby Thornton is off to a very nice start. She was really big in that win last week in triple overtime. The foul trouble has been a problem for hers at times this season, but if Del City can keep her on the floor, she's going to get hurt. I mean, she's going to be a wrecking ball. Really tough to stop. Not a lot of teams have somebody who's 6'2" to really combat her. Guthrie doesn't particularly either. Denise Doolittle, they're 5 at 5'10". So a size advantage there for Thornton, and Del City exploiting that so far early. Nice pass to Doolittle. She kind of bobbled it, but was able to finish anyway. That was a great feed by Denning. And the bucket goes. So Guthrie's offense continues to look pretty good. They lead at 9-4, 2:43 to go in the first. Hunt gives it up now in the corner. Smithers. Raina Lewis into the game, number 4. 3-ball for Hunt off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes out and is pulled in by the Jays. They'll start the break, and we have another whistle and foul. Kind of slipped it in there. Raina Lewis, the sophomore for Del City, subbed in on that last dead ball. She replaced McCarroll. Another sub here as looks like that'll be Smithers coming out, and Malia Purifoy, 5'10" junior, will come in and get some action. Bit of an inauspicious start for Del City here, but still very early. 2:21 to go in the first. 9-4, Guthrie leads. Taking her time on this possession. For Guthrie, this is 21, Anaya Morgan. with her feet on the Edmond North midcourt logo. Picks up her dribble. Has to give it up to Smedley. Smedley gives it back. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Crossover move by Morgan. Nice feed underneath to Doolittle. Ooh, that was a travel. I was a tick away from saying got away with the travel, but the official was on it. That's a turnover. Won't get any argument from the Guthrie faithful on that one. That was a pretty clear one. So Dell City will have it back, down 9-4. Bringing it down the floor here, this is Lewis. Now Purifoy gives it back to her. Guarded by Smedley. Round the horn to Hunt in the corner. Only one three-pointer so far in this game came from Guthrie. Thornton down in the lane is hit and fouled. And Shelby Thornton early on, the X factor, obviously, for Dell City, and the reason that they're hanging tough right now in the early going, despite the rest of the offense kind of still finding its footing. As Thornton is fouled, and that'll take us to the Toonie Bias house. It's Cherry Stripe. Shelby Thornton will shoot a pair here, and she's got the first one. Makes it 9-5. Another free throw on the way. That one's off the back iron, no good. Long rebound, though, comes out, and it's saved by Thornton. So after all that, Dell City's going to end up getting another possession out of it. Here's Lewis with the basketball. Bounce pass to Hunt. Hunt in the corner to Purifoy. Purifoy gives it back to Hunt. 1:20 to go in the opening quarter. In the corner once again with Purifoy. Hunt again, left side to Bryson. Now Lewis. Long pass to the top. Hunt, she'll fire from three. Back iron, no. Rebound pulled in by Smedley. So some decent looks from deep for Dell City in this opening quarter, but haven't hit one yet. As they trail 9-5, final minute of the opening quarter. This is Morgan bringing the ball up. She's been the primary ball handler for most of this opening quarter. She's guarded by Purifoy. See if Guthrie wants to hold for the final shot of the quarter. They certainly probably could. We've seen teams hold for more time than this. 42 seconds right now and counting. Although they look like they're going to go ahead and get the action started. Purifoy, Gardner close. And maybe they are going to work this clock down. Final half minute now, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Purifoy trying to hang with Morgan, but she's got some good handles here trying to shake her loose a little bit. Final 20 seconds will certainly look like Guthrie is content to try and get to the end of the quarter here on this possession. Handoff is to Deitman. A lot of contact there. Bryson fell to the ground. Deitman goes all the way to the rim, can't finish. Rebound comes out, pulled in by Bryson. She's got 5 seconds. Down the court comes Ariana Bryson, gives up the shots to Hunt. Hunt shot at the buzzer, won't go. Put back for Thornton, that'll count. Shelby Thornton with all 7 of Dell City's points in that first quarter, and she's the reason the Eagles are still right in this thing, down by just 2 at the end of 1. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back for the second quarter after this. Guthrie leads it 9-7 after 1 in this 5A Girls West playoff elimination game on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
All right, back to it here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway with you. Eva Black working the camera for us tonight in this 5A Girls West elimination game. Winner will stay alive into Saturday and be one win away from the state tournament. The loser, season will be over tonight. Thank our second quarter sponsors to get back to it here, which is Casa Juanito. Casa Juanito, a quick service restaurant offering fresh and flavorful fiesta meals in Dell City, Oklahoma since 1976. Located at 4718 Southeast 29th Street in Dell City, Casa Juanito. So back to it. Guthrie has the ball and the lead as we go to the second quarter. This shot in the lane is up and good for Deitman. And Guthrie pads that lead out a little bit further and gets the double figures at 11-7. Here's Hunt on the wing underneath to Thornton, who has all 7 of Dell City's points, trying to make it all 9, but couldn't finish that one. Might have been blocked. A couple of Guthrie defenders were there. Morgan, I think, the one who got the hand on it. And the Jays have it going back the other way. Here's Smedley on the wing, on the elbow, I should say. Hands it off to Morgan. Morgan going to her right, guarded by Smithers, who's back in the game to start this second quarter. Smedley on the wing, rocket pass underneath to Deitman. Deitman going at Thornton, nowhere to go. That's not the one you want to go at down in the paint. She'll kick it back out. Guthrie will reset, but Smithers pokes it loose and gets a fast break. Here's Mackenzie Smithers. One-man fast break. Can't finish, but she's fouled as Morgan got her on the arm. Probably not the worst foul in the world, truthfully. Going to make her earn it at the line here at the Toonie Buys House's charity stripe, I should say. It was going to be an easy cleanup, it looked like, for Raina Lewis if that wasn't called. So, again, maybe not the worst foul in the world, and there you go. The first free throw's no good for Smithers. Back in the game comes McCarroll. She'll replace Bryson. Smithers' second attempt at the line will go through, nothing but net. And Dell City back within a single score at 11-8. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Back to the way here for Guthrie. This is Denning with the ball. She's double-teamed on the half-court line, and it's turned over. Pass ahead to the backcourt. Easy layup. Nobody near for Raina Lewis. So Dell City's defense buying them some transition buckets here these last couple possessions. And the Eagles are back within 1, 11-10, 6:40 to play until halftime. Long pass ahead to Deitman. She'll get around her defender, going to her right. Now with Thornton guarding her close. Pass knocked out of bounds. Boy, the defensive intensity has been ramped up by the Eagles here in this second quarter so far. I mean, you only have a minute between quarters, but you wonder if Coach White kind of stressed that in between, because so far these first few possessions of the second quarter, Dell City's not giving Guthrie room to breathe. Inbound to Doolittle, didn't want to shoot it, but now she will go ahead and will, and didn't hit. Dell City was daring her to fire away. Nobody was near her. She ended up putting it up. Not a bad look, but it didn't go. So Dell City has it back and can take the lead with a bucket. Here's Hunt in the corner. McCarroll, step back three ball with the lefty, comes up short. Rebound loose, scooped up by Smedley, and Guthrie has it back. So the three ball that would have given Dell City the lead doesn't fall, and Guthrie has it back and knocked out of bounds. Boy, I thought they were going to get Lewis for the contact there, but they say it's a clean play, and instead, Deitman steps on the sideline. It's a turnover. You can feel some agitation from the Guthrie faithful on this side right now. And a couple of these have been ticky-tack. I won't disagree. That one right there, I was expecting the whistle for contact. Didn't come. McCarroll, three in the corner. Comes up short. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Boy, I thought Hunt was the last one to hit that. They're going to say it was last touched by Dell City. So last touched by Guthrie. It'll be Dell City's ball. Doolittle comes out. In to replace her comes McKenna Tucker, a senior off the bench for the Jays. Hunt in the corner. She'll fire from three. Didn't go, but I think there's a foul before the shot on this, and that's exactly what it is. A screen foul on Smithers. Team first in the quarter. Second personal on Smithers. 5:42 to go in the first half. 11-10. Guthrie still leading it here on OSN. Smedley trapped on the half-court line. Dribbled off her own foot. That's going to be Dell City ball. Smedley was trapped with nowhere to go and had the ball just knocked loose, went right off her foot, right out of bounds. So another turnover. Dell City, again, sounds like a broken record, but the defense has been really, really good for the Eagles so far in this second quarter. Guthrie having a hard time manufacturing anything. Here's McCarroll, left-hand shot. Doesn't go, but she's hit and fouled. And now Dell City can tie and take the lead here at the line for Courtney McCarroll. Winner here moves to Saturday. It'll be a 2 o'clock tip in Piedmont as the first free throw goes and ties this game up. 2 o'clock tip on Saturday. The winner here will see Shawnee. That game will be in Piedmont. Split the trip. Game remains tied for now as Guthrie has the ball back. Pass ahead to Deitman. She goes to her right. Guarded closely by McCarroll. Pass up to the top. This is into the game. Peyton Reed, number 2. 5'5" junior coming in off the bench. Here's Deitman again. Goes across the lane. Right-hand floater. Good. Mariah Deitman, the senior, can handle the ball, has been a big part of Guthrie's offense so far, and they lead it by 2. Shot for Hunt will go. Bit of a friendly roll there through some contact in traffic. Sasha Hunt, we're back tied 13-all, 4:51 to play in the half. Smedley overhand pass to Deitman. Deitman goes right at her defender, which is Akila Howard just in the game, and she loses it out of bounds. That's another turnover. So the turnovers continuing to mount right now for Guthrie. Still tied up, but offense doesn't quite seem to have that crispness it had in the first quarter. Del City has it back on the elbow here. Kick out. Open look at a 3 for Lewis. Rims out, but right there, Johnny on the spot. Bryson, but she missed it. Ariana Bryson was all alone under the basket and then just kind of rushed it unnecessarily. And the game stays tied at 13. Maybe some nerves on that shot. And now we're going to have a whistle and a foul on the Eagles away from the ball. Be the second team foul on the Eagles in the quarter. It'll be on McCarroll. That's her first. 4:19 to play in the first half. We're still even 13-all. Back in the game for Guthrie comes Denning. Replaces Smedley. Inbound to Deitman. Feeds it off to Morgan. And now another whistle away from the ball. It's going to go this time on the Jays. That's going to be a screen penalty on Peyton Reed. So again, turnovers. Haunting Guthrie in this second quarter. They just haven't had that many total shots. I don't have the stats in front of me. I unfortunately don't have a statistician on the broadcast, but number of shots has got to heavily favor Del City in this quarter because Guthrie is having a lot of possessions not end in a shot right now. 13-all. Del City has it back, can take the lead with anything. Loose ball picked up by Bryson. She'll fire mid-range 2. It won't go. Rebound, though, McCarroll. Put back attempt won't go. Got her own miss. Another try, and yes! Muscle. And Del City leads it by 2 just past the midway point of the second quarter. Courtney McCarroll just wanting it more right there and finished it, and Del City leads it by a bucket. I have a whistle and a foul here before the shot by Doolittle. It's going to be on Del City again. That'll be 3 on the Eagles. Jays also have 3. And the foul's on McCarroll. That's her third. Wow. So 3 on McCarroll. Got to take her out now. Certainly. Going to need her down the stretch. So she's done for the first half, I would say, at least. And Shelby Thornton in to replace her, who had a monster first quarter. Here's Morgan for the lead on a 3-ball. Air balls it long. Pulled in by Raina Lewis. And the Eagles have it going the other way. Up by 2. Lewis with Doolittle checking her. Goes to her left. She'll fire from 3. Side of the rim, no good. Long rebound comes out. It'll go out of bounds. And that was an interesting play by Bryson. She kind of boxed out her defender and let it go out of bounds, but that was off the shot. So that's going to be Guthrie ball. Maybe a little bit of a lapse in judgment there. As Guthrie gets it back, trailing by just 2. In this 5A postseason elimination game, season will end for one of these teams as Morgan dribbles it right out of bounds. And it's clear at this point in the first half that this officiating crew is willing to let some of that contact go, especially out in the middle of the floor, not near the basket. Del City has profited off that a couple times now. Here's Hunt, pass underneath to Thornton, nice positioning to the rim, couldn't finish, but she's hit and fouled, and Shelby Thornton will go back to that Toonie Buys House's charity stripe. So far, there's little doubt who the player of the game is, at least for Del City. It's Shelby Thornton right now. She is making this thing go. And so far, Guthrie doesn't have much of an answer for her. And that's going to be the task for Brett Clark at halftime of this game, is finding a way to slow Thornton down. Because right now, she's really hurting Guthrie. They're doing a great job on just about everybody else. But Thornton right now is making things happen for Del City. So after the free throws go down, they lead it by 4. With 3:05 to play in the first half. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Clark. She didn't love the way that possession was getting underway. And a 10-second violation was kind of approaching ever so slowly. And she'll take her first timeout. 3:01 to play in the first half. 17-13 Del City leads. Like we said, we have Altus and Guyman on our airwaves right now. Another 5A elimination game. Midwest City, Del City was earlier. We'll be sure at halftime, don't go anywhere, we'll obviously wrap up the first half here, but we'll also peek in on some of the other scores tonight in both the 5A and 6A postseason. And we'll also maybe at the end of the night, obviously glance ahead to what we have tomorrow. We have some great boys games coming up for you tomorrow. Yours truly, I'm very excited to be on the call. Carl Albert and Crossings Christian tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. That should be an absolute war of a game. And that'll be tomorrow at 6. We hope you join us for that one as a full slate on the boys' side. I think tomorrow, obviously, we'll have the Dell City boys as well, who are here, by the way. Coach Hatchett and the defending 5A state champion Dell City Eagles on the boys' side are here supporting their girls' team. They'll be playing on this floor tomorrow night as well. An elimination game at 7:30. That'll also be on the Oklahoma Sports Network, of course, as every Mid-Dell postseason game is. And we have a bump and a foul as this one's going to go, I think, on Howard. And that's the fourth on Dell City. So 2:39 to play until halftime. Both teams are now in the bonus. Both teams have committed 4 fouls. Any foul outside of an offensive one will be free throws for the teams the rest of the way in this first half. Morgan will dribble out near half court for Guthrie, who trailed by 4 here at Edmond North High School. Left side to Denning. Denning to the top, Morgan. Morgan left side, Denning has it again on the wing. Guthrie very methodical in this possession. A lot of turnovers in the second quarter, so probably smart to slow it down, but right on cue, a pass deflected, another turnover, leads to a fast break, all the way to the rim. Lewis has her shot blocked. Morgan just stuffed it, and Guthrie has it back. That was a big defensive play there, and now they have it racing back the other way. Pass underneath to Doolittle. Doolittle the rim. She's blocked, but not cleanly, and that's a foul on Dell City. That's going to result in free throws for the senior Denise Doolittle. Boy, what a play that was by Guthrie, racing back after the turnover to block that transition layup attempt. And now Denise Doolittle gets a couple of free throws here with exactly 2 minutes to play in the half. First one is good. 17-14, 2 minutes to play. Denning comes out. Back in her place is Smedley as Doolittle hits them both. And we're back down to a one-score game, 17-15, 2 minutes to play until halftime. Hunt brings it down the floor for Dell City. Left side, Raina Lewis gives it back. Underneath to Howard. Pass looking for Thornton was deflected. You kind of saw Guthrie anticipate it there. They were going to try and get to Thornton again, which has been working. That was a great job collapsing on her, didn't give her anywhere to go, get a turnover of their own, and now they could tie or take the lead on this possession with $1:34 to play until halftime. Dytman on the wing, gets to the top. This is Peyton Reed back in. Left side to Morgan. Round the horn to Dytman again. Now Reed playing catch here. Morgan will fire from 3. Clackums. Nothing but net. A Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball by Anaya Morgan. And Guthrie leads it by 1, 18-17, 1:12 to play until halftime. That was a beautiful possession by the Jays. Hunt trying to match her 3. Can't go. Rebound, though. Thornton putback attempt. No, but she's fouled again. And Shelby Thornton, this is what she does. So many just stolen points, stolen possessions by how good Shelby Thornton is on the glass, especially the offensive glass. Just backbreaker if you're Guthrie giving up shots like that on what obviously should be a stop right after the missed 3. So Thornton goes to the Toonie Bias House's charity stripe and can put Dell City back in the lead if she can hit them both. She's got the first. It has been an excellent first half for Shelby Thornton. Howard out, back into the game comes Bryson in between those free throws as they're both good. And Dell City's back ahead by 1, 19-18 as we hit the final minute of the first half here in Edmond North. Long pass ahead across half court to Smedley. Smedley trapped on the sideline. Lewis knocked it loose. Smedley able to pick it back up. Feeds off to Morgan. Good job just getting out of that. Now Dytman has the ball for the Jays, and if the end of the first quarter is any indication, they may hope for the final shot. Maybe not, actually. Dytman's going to go ahead and fire. Won't go up the side of the rim. Rebound is pulled in. That was a tough rebound for Smithers. And Dell City has it back with 30 seconds now to play until halftime. And now they look like they could hold for the final shot and try to guarantee themselves a halftime lead in this do-or-die elimination game on a Thursday night in Edmond. You win tonight, you get another crack on Saturday afternoon. You win that, you're playing in the state tournament next week at the Lloyd Noble Center. That's what's on the line for these two teams. 10 seconds to play until halftime. Del City leads it by 1. Can they add to it? Hunt goes to her right. Spin move at the free throw line. Down the lane, right-hand floater. Gets the roll. Sasha Hunt, a highlight to end the half. That was beautiful by Sasha Hunt. Milking that clock, took it right down the lane. The pretty spin move, and then the finish through some contact. And Del City, after 2, has got themselves a 21-18 lead here at Edmond North High School. All right, we'll go and take a timeout here, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll recap the first half, give some final thoughts, what needs to go right for both teams to win this thing in the second half. We'll also peek in on some scores around the state tonight in the 5A and 6A playoffs. So don't go anywhere. Halftime report up next after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's a calling that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling? Air Force Reserve.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
All right, back here at Edmond North High School, Josh Calloway with you on a Thursday night. In this 5A elimination game, Guthrie and Del City at the half right now. Del City leads at 21-18. So back and forth opening quarter. Guthrie led at 9-7 after 1. Del City closed that second quarter on a little 4-0 run to have themselves back in front as we have the break right now. Obviously, so far for Del City, it's been a lot of Shelby Thornton. Has been really, really dominant on the glass for the Eagles these first two quarters, buying them lots of second chance points, which is what she does. And that's when Del City's at their best, when Shelby Thornton is making those kinds of things happen. Sasha Hunt, also some nice plays in that first half, including that nice floater down the lane right at the end of the first half to pad Del City's lead just a hair. Don't think you should be especially discouraged if you're Guthrie. I mean, you're down 3. You're not thrilled with that, but frankly, if you're Guthrie right now, the conversation has to center around finding a way to limit Shelby Thornton. Easier said than done. But if you can find a way to limit her on the glass especially, you have to feel pretty good with where you're at. And then just in general, your offense was so crisp and looked great that first quarter. The second quarter, the turnover bug got a hold of them. I'm not sure. I mean, Del City seemed to ramp up the intensity, but also with some sloppiness in there. If Guthrie can clean that up, I think they still have to feel pretty good. This is still obviously anybody's ball game. I know that's not saying anything crazy. It's a 3-point game right now, but this still feels like a total coin flip to me, and we should be set up for a fun second half. Again, a reminder, and most people tuned into this game know, but if you're a casual observer, these two teams played to triple overtime 9 days ago. So if these two teams are going to battle this thing out, it's going to be decided late in the fourth quarter. I have very little doubt about that. Well, we have a few minutes here. Let's go ahead and get some other scores around the 5A postseason tonight. Altus and Guyman on our air right now. It's an elimination game. Locked in a good one. I think I just saw it. It was 15-14 Guyman with a narrow lead in the second quarter in that one. Obviously still completely up in the air on that elimination game. Earlier tonight on this court, El Reno flattened Shawnee 64-29. El Reno punched their ticket to the state tournament. Shawnee, meanwhile, because they won the regional, they're not eliminated. They will have another crack to get to state, and it will be against the winner of this game on Saturday afternoon over at Piedmont. That's a 2 o'clock tip. If it's Del City, obviously we'll have it for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Elsewhere, earlier tonight, tickets punched to the state tournament. Coweta over Tahlequah, 48-37. Cowetta's on to the state tournament. Midwest City, the Bombers took care of the Titans. That was going to be a really fun mid-del matchup between the Bombers and Titans. And Midwest City on top of that one, 50-40. I had the pleasure of being on the call for both of their wins last week. Pretty much dominated their way through the regional, and a 10-point win tonight over the Titans. The Lady Bombers are playing some ball right now. They're taking a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence with them into the state tournament. Very excited to see what they do at the LNC next week, and you can see those games, or I should say hear those games, on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Elsewhere, tickets punched tonight. Will Rogers over Sapulpa in a thriller, 64-60. Will Rogers took care of the Chieftains. That's a really, really good game. Late start on this one, Grove and McAllister. It's still very early. I got Grove up 8-4, so very early. Still a whole lot of game to be played there. And elsewhere, another early one. Durant leading Booker T right now, 11-10. Again, obviously, those games are like this game. Those are not for a spot in state, but rather an elimination game to get to Saturday, just like we have here. So as far as tickets punched tonight, you had Will Rogers, you had Coweta, you had Midwest City, and you had El Reno punch their ticket to the state tournament next week. So there you have it. 4 teams, 2 on each side of the state, and then the other 4 spots will be filled on Saturday, and then the 8-team bracket will be released usually at sometime Sunday, and then you can start to plan. The 5A state tournament will start next Thursday at Lloyd Noble Center. The 6A postseason state tournament, I should say, starts next Wednesday at the LNC. Then obviously they all mesh together on Friday, and the state title games are Saturday. Going to be an unbelievably fun week at the LNC. It was great last year, and we're very excited to get back there next week for what should be just an epic week of action. So many good teams all in one place. It's great. If you're a fan of high school hoops at all, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Get out there and experience it because it's one of a kind, both at the LNC and at the Big House for 2A, 3A, 4A next week. All right, we're going to take a timeout here. We're just a couple minutes away from starting the second half. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half for you, Guthrie and Del City. 2 teams trying to prolong their season for at least a couple more days, but only one can do it. Timeout and back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
All right, back to it here in Edmond North. Josh Calloway with you. Eva Black on the camera tonight. Guthrie and Del City as we move into the third quarter of action. It's going to be a fun second half. These two teams played triple overtime 9 days ago. I'm not even saying necessarily I want to see basically play two games tonight, but why not? Where we got to be. It's going to be a fun night of hoops. It's already been a great first half, great second half we are set up for. Del City leads it by 3, and they have the ball to open up this second half. McCarroll on the wing, feeds it to Hunt in the corner. Round the horn, open look for Bryson. She'll pump fake and drive. Right-hand shot for Bryson didn't go. Rebound pulled in by Doolittle. And the Jays have it back in the other direction, down by just 3 here at Edmond North High School. This is Morgan, who had a nice first half for Guthrie. With it, she gets it up to Smedley at the top. Right side Morgan. The big question, maybe more than anything, how do these teams handle the nerves? Obviously, season on the line. You think that you could kind of talk me to it either way. Del City's got the youth, so they don't necessarily maybe know any better, and they also don't have the pressure of it being the final game of their careers potentially. But then Guthrie's got the experience with all the seniors. You kind of, depends on how you slice it. But either way, pressure is on for these two teams, obviously. And for every second deeper into this game we tick, that pressure ramps up as the season and the weight of an elimination game gets heavier and heavier. Very methodical and long possession here for Guthrie. 6:40 to play in the quarter. Smedley will finally shoot an air ball, pulled in by Smithers. That can't be what Brett Clark was hoping for there. After all that time, a launch 3 that airballed, and Del City has it back, still up by 3. Smithers to the top to Bryson. Bryson down the lane. Wild shot doesn't go, but she's hit and fouled. And Ariana Bryson, the freshman in the starting 5 for Del City tonight in this area elimination game, will go to the Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe trying to add to this lead. Well, we do have a break. Want to make sure we get our third quarter sponsor in, which is Buffalo Wild Wings. 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Come to Buffalo Wild Wings. Support your favorite Mid-Del Winter sports team. Download the team card on your phone, show your waiter, and your team will get 10% of the proceeds. Buffalo Wild Wings, a great sponsor of Mid-Del Sports on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Split the trip, but Thornton the rebound, put back and one! Shelby Thornton putting together a night off the missed free throw. Gets the rebound, the stick back, and the foul, and can go for the three-point play at the line. She's got it. That's a 4-point possession, my apologies still. 4-point possession, bad math, for Del City. That suddenly now lead by a touchdown. Their biggest lead of the night, 25-18. What a swing that was for Shelby Thornton. 3 points off a missed free throw. Brutal if you're Guthrie. Down the lane and fouled here is Deitman. And you'll take that if you're Guthrie. Get yourself to the line and try to inch your way back in it that way. 6:07 to play. So a whole lot of game left, certainly, if you're the Jays. But just what a huge swing that is. To suddenly, you felt like it was a one-score game 2 seconds ago, and all of a sudden you're down 7. Free throws here for Deitman. First one's good. Makes it 25-19. Second one on the way will also go. So a 2-for-2 trip for Deitman. That's going to be important, making your free throws in the second half of this game. And the Eagles have it back up by 5, 6 minutes to play in the third. Here's McCarroll on the wing to the top, Sasha Hunt. Round the horn to Bryson. Bryson gives it back to Smithers. Smithers left side McCarroll, bounce pass to Hunt. Now Del City's turn to take the methodical approach. Smithers in the corner. Bryson will fire from 3. Back iron, no. Rebound pulled in by Smedley, but McCarroll, a good job to come in and tie her up. The arrow will favor Guthrie, but still a good play, though, to flip the arrow back to your direction. So Guthrie, though, has it off the stop, down by just 5. Smedley gets it up to Morgan. Morgan, long pass forward to Deitman. Deitman guarded by Sasha Hunt. Hands it off to Smedley. Smedley to Morgan. Rocket pass Deitman. Kick out. Good look for Anaya Morgan. Oh, boy, that was halfway down. I had the call halfway out of my mouth. Now they're going to steal a possession here as the rebound was fumbled out of bounds by Smithers. So Guthrie's going to keep it. Boy, that three ball was halfway down for Morgan. Would have cut it right back down to 2. They do keep it, though. Here's Doolittle off the inbound. She'll take it, gives it up to Smedley. Smedley right side to Morgan, and she'll back it out and reset things for Guthrie. 5:10 to go in the third. Underneath to Deitman. Deitman, ooh, that was scary looking if you're Guthrie. Turnaround shot for Deitman comes up short, though. Rebound is loose, ends up in the hands of Thornton. It was almost pulled in by Denning, and then Denning kind of falls into the legs of Thornton. Not a great foul there. And that's the third foul on Guthrie in this third quarter. So they only have one more to give through the remainder of this third quarter. Not great. Meanwhile, Denning will come out. Back in her place comes McKenna Tucker. Del City has it back up by 5. Final 5 minutes of the third. Smithers gives up to McCarroll. McCarroll puts it on the floor and drives at Doolittle. Left-hand shot at the rim. It goes. Tough finish for Courtney McCarroll. And Del City's lead back to 7, 27-20. Long pass ahead pulled in by Diamond. That was a good job towing that sideline. Kick up to the top, Smedley. Hands it off to Tucker. Gives it back up to Morgan. Morgan, right side to Deitman. Deitman back to Morgan. Pump fake wants to get her defender in the air. Feeds it off Deitman again. She'll take it. Pulls it from the block. Mid-range jumper comes up short. Rebound loose. Pulled in by Smithers. Del City has it back up by 7. Ooh, nice behind the back dribble by Hunt. Long pass headed McCarroll to the rim. Can't finish, but she's fouled. Sasha Hunt is so much fun to watch play basketball. Just a sophomore, and obviously not the biggest player in the world at all. Only 5'3", but she's tough, got great handles. That was a great move and pass up to McCarroll, who then drew the foul. And the first free throw is good at the Toonie Bias House's charity stripe, and this is Del City's biggest lead of the night at 8. Second one also through. So it's a 9-point lead, 29-20 with 4:16 to go in the third. Winner here to see Shawnee Saturday afternoon in Piedmont. That game will be for a spot in the state tournament. The loser season will come to an end tonight here in Edmond. Long pass ahead to Deitman. Guthrie down by 9. Can they work it back a little closer before this quarter ends? Make their job a little easier in the fourth. Pass underneath to Deitman. Takes some contact by Thornton. It's loose and scooped up by Lewis. Long pass ahead to Sasha Hunt, who's racing down the floor. Hunt to the rim. Can't go, but she's hit and fouled by Tucker. And more free throws coming for Del City. Guthrie's just had a hard time taking care of the ball since that first quarter. And that's really, if Guthrie can't come back, and there's a ton of time, but if Guthrie can't come back and win this game, the turnovers, I think, will have to be the thing that haunts them the most. So many of these possessions aren't ending in shots right now for Guthrie. And the flip of that, a lot of them aren't ending in shots, and then you go back the other way, and they're ending up in easy transition looks for the Eagles on the other side. Really the biggest undoing right now for Guthrie. Hunt gets them both to go. Del City leads it by double digits at 31-20, 3:48 to go in the third. Morgan gives it up to Smedley, mishandled the pass, got it back, gets across half court. Pass deflected, that's another turnover. Hunt picks it up off the deflected pass. I think Smithers the one who got the hand on it. Hunt in the corner, what a find. Smithers for 3, comes up short. But ends up getting her own miss. It came all the way out to the three-point line. Hunt rocket down to Thornton, spin move for Thornton, bully ball. Shelby Thornton's got it. Del City has taken over right now in this third quarter. The lead is 13 with 3:24 to go in the third. 12-2 run to open this second half for the Del City Eagles. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Eagles in command. Can they keep it up and get to Saturday? We'll find out as we go along on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Welcome back in on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway with you live in Edmond, Oklahoma tonight for this 5A area matchup. This is an elimination game between Del City and Guthrie. The Eagles in good shape right now. They lead at 33-20. What was a 3-point game at the half. 12-2 Eagles to open up this third quarter. 3:20 and counting to play in it. Still a lot of time for Guthrie, but the hole getting larger. Got to find a way to cut back into it before too long. As a ticky-tack foul, he was going to go on the Eagles. Wasn't a lot there. Just a second on Del City in this third quarter. Not overly damaging. 13-point lead for Del City here at Edmond North High School. Can they finish? Smedley for three for the Jays comes up short. Smedley was so good in that triple overtime game last week. Hasn't been too much of a factor today. Meanwhile, Raina Lewis for three doesn't go. But another second chance for Del City. The offensive glass has been very good to Coach Mariah White's team tonight. They have another second chance. Hunt to the rim, can't get it to go, but she's fouled. And Del City is getting to the line a lot in this second half. They're in the bonus, and they've been in the bonus in this third quarter. 2:51 to go in the third. Free throws coming here for Sasha Hunt at the Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe. Hunt looking to add on to this lead. Tell you what, right now we've got a battle for our Eastside Church of Christ Player of the Game award between Shelby Thornton and Sasha Hunt. It was a lot of Shelby Thornton the first 12 minutes or so, but kind of since then, Sasha Hunt is putting on a display. As both free throws are good, the lead just continues to grow, and it's out to 15, 35-20, 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Smedley gets across half court, long pass ahead to Tucker. She's double teamed, bounce pass looking for Morgan, was pinballed around, but Morgan ends up with it. She'll take it to the rim. Nice pass to Doolittle, who can't finish. Got her own miss, though. We have a foul on the Eagles. That was a great dish by Morgan. Doolittle not able to finish it off, but she does get her own miss and draws the foul. They're not going to give her shots on it. Thought it might have been on the shot, but they're going to stay on the floor, so they'll just stay Guthrie possession. Third team foul on Del City. Inbound goes to Denning in the corner. Gives it up to the top, Morgan. Morgan up and under move to the rim. Can't go, but she's hip-checked and fouled. And this will be free throws this time for Guthrie with 2:27 to go in the third. Points have been hard to come by for Guthrie in this second half. So this is what you got to do if you're the Jays. Get to the line. Got to make them, obviously, as Morgan's first one is off at the Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe. Second one will roll home. So a split trip for Morgan leads down to 14, 35-21, 2:23 to play in the third. Here's Lewis on the wing, underneath to Howard back in the game. Goes to Hunt, right-hand floater, won't roll home. That's going to be a foul on Purefoy going through the back of Smedley, and that should be free throws. That's the fifth foul on Del City, and so that should be free throws for Smedley. And now this is going to be very key. We had 2:15 to go in the third. Guthrie is in the bonus. Taking advantage of that and getting to the line is going to be a big way for Guthrie to get back in this game before the fourth quarter. If you can cut this to single digits or so going into the fourth, you have to feel like you still have got a puncher's chance if you're the Blue Jays right now. First one for Smedley is good. So make it 35-22. Meanwhile, Purefoy will come out. Thornton in to replace her. As the second free throw on the way for Smedley is also good. 2-for-2 trip. And the lead slimmed down to 12. 2:13 to go in the quarter. Here's Lewis bringing it down the floor for Del City. Rocket pass to Thornton. Good ball movement out to Smithers. Smithers gives up the Hunt. Long pass in the corner to Bryson. Bryson to the top. Lewis, rocket pass in the corner to Smithers. She'll fire from three this time. Air balls it short, but Morgan mishandles it out of bounds, and it'll stay with Del City. 1:56 on the third quarter clock. Hunt will inbound it on the O in Edmond here at Edmond North High School. Hunt to the top, Lewis. Lewis, left side, Hunt. She'll fire from way deep. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, though. Thornton, put back, no, but she's fouled again. And Shelby Thornton, I mean, just, it's like we're watching a replay over and over with these offensive rebound and stickbacks, and she's put a pretty good handful of them home, but even when she doesn't, she often gets fouled and gets herself some free throws. First one good. Second one also true. Lead back to 14, 37-23, 1:42 to go in the third. Morgan double-teamed, and then Coach Brett Clark slips a timeout in. Didn't like the way that possession was looking. So with 1:38 to go in the third, we have a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll stick here through it. Gives me a chance to talk about a little bit about some of the games we'll have for you tomorrow. On the boys' side of things, tomorrow night, over to tune in, we're going to have Carl Albert and Crossings Christian over in Piedmont. It's a 6 p.m. tip. Yours truly will be on the call for that one. Very excited. Those two teams split the first two meetings this season. Should be an epic battle. Spot in the state tournament on the line in that one. And then elsewhere, we're going to have a nightcap here, or actually we're going to have a double header, I should say, here at Edmond North High School as Midwest City takes on the Guthrie Blue Jays at 6 o'clock. That game will be right here on OSN. So any Guthrie fans tuned in, you can come right back. Same place tomorrow, 6 p.m. to see the Jays take on the Midwest City Bombers. That game where the winner moves on to state tournament. And then the nightcap will be Dell City and Elgin at 7:30. That game will also be right here on OSN. That will be an elimination game tomorrow night. A couple of OSN schools going toe-to-toe with the Eagles and the Owls. An all-bird affair tomorrow night. So we've got 3 games for you tomorrow at 3 tonight. And then we'll have to reevaluate what the schedule looks like for Saturday. We know we're going to have some basketball, but where, when, how many, that's to be determined. Good pass underneath to Thornton, who finishes again. That's been the 2 players tonight for Dell City, Sasha Hunt, Shelby Thornton. Those 2 have been dynamite tonight for Coach Mariah White. And the Eagles leads back out to 16. Pass to Morgan on the wing. She's guarded by Bryson. Kick out, open look in the corner 3 for Tucker. Too much. Rebound, though, pulled in by Denning. Second chance for Guthrie here in the final minute. Morgan for 3. Clackums. Anaya Morgan had that one toilet bowl out earlier. That one stayed true. A Bobby Lewis Insurance 3-ball. And it cuts it back down to 13 with 40 seconds to go in the third. We'll see if Dell City slow plays this and tries to get to the end of the quarter. Certainly would anticipate that they might. It looks like they're going to go ahead and go. Lewis down the baseline and just got some separation and put it home. That was just well done by Raina Lewis. So the Eagles back to 15, 41-16, final 20 seconds of the quarter. Certainly plenty of time for Guthrie to try and make something happen, but that's not what you want. Turnover, Raina Lewis has got it back. Kick out in the corner, Sasha Hunt, 3-ball. Front of the rim, no. Rebound pulled in by Morgan. Got 7 seconds here for the Jays to try and get a shot. Morgan down the floor. She'll fire from way deep. And that'll go off the back wall with 0.6 of a second remaining in the quarter. Probably didn't need to fire away quite that early. Might have had a few more steps. Inbound to Lewis, and she's saying, there's no way I'm getting a shot from there. And that's going to end the third quarter. Dell City in control. Can they finish? 15-point lead going to the fourth. 8 more minutes to keep your season alive. Fourth quarter on the other side of this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Josh Calloway, Eva Black on a Thursday night at Edmond North. Dell City leads Guthrie 41-26, trying to prolong their season into Saturday. They got 8 more minutes to get there. They're in good shape, leading by 15. Crazier things have happened than this comeback, though, if it were to happen for Guthrie. So never say never in postseason basketball. We still got a little ways to go in this one as we open up the fourth quarter. Del City has the ball, leading by 15. Smithers underneath to Thornton. Kick out Hunt. Look at this ball movement. Bryson in the corner. Back around Hunt. Guthrie defending it well. Not giving them anything. If you're Del City, the clock is your friend. You don't want to go full clock melting mode necessarily with this much time left, but you're also in no rush. Bryson mishandled it, but Thornton got it back. Her shot won't go. Doolittle rips down the rebound. So a good start for Guthrie. You're going to have to find a way to get a lot of stops. You got to stack stops in this fourth quarter. That's a good start. In the corner, this would help too. Smedley for three. Oh boy, that looked good, but just rimmed out. And that kind of night for Smedley, who's such a good shooter normally, just hasn't really quite just gotten the friendly roll. That one right on line just wouldn't fall. So it stays a 15-point game. Pass to Thornton, mishandled it, but got it back right to the rim and can't get it to go. Got her own miss, put back no, and rebound Deitman. Thornton maybe looking a little gassed here as we start this fourth quarter. Here's Deitman going to the rim, through some contact, won't go, but she's hitting foul. That'll help if you're Guthrie. 6:50 to go, free throws coming for Mariah Deitman. Breaking the action allows us to thank our brand new sponsor of our fourth quarter. Always love bringing in new sponsors. Sherpa Moving. Sherpa Moving is a local full-service moving company. They offer packing, unpacking, and special handling services. Their team is experienced and knowledgeable and will help you get through what is usually a difficult time. Sherpa Moving for all your moving needs. 401 West 33rd Street in Edmond. 405-724-8750 if you want to give them a call. Brand new sponsor. Shout out Sherpa Moving coming aboard for the ride through the rest of this postseason. Split the trip at the line, makes it a one-point game, 41-27, with 6:48 to go. Hunt, long pass ahead to Raina Lewis. Lewis bounce pass to McCarroll to the top Hunt. Hunt, right-hand floater down the lane. She's so good at that shot. It looked good, but it rimmed off. Another stop for Guthrie. It's what you have to do right now for the Jays. You got to find a way to keep Del City off the scoreboard as much as possible with this big of a hole. On the elbow, Deitman puts it on the floor, goes right at Thornton. Didn't go, but she's hit on the arm. And more free throws coming for Guthrie. This has been kind of their best offense tonight. Take it to the rim hard. Try to get fouled. Get yourself some free throw shot at the line. When the shots aren't falling, this is what you got to do. It's what they've done a good job of tonight. And more free throws coming here at the Toonie Bias House's charity stripe for Mariah Deitman. With Guthrie down by 14. First free throw gets the roll. Looked like it might come off for a moment, but it stayed true. 6:23 left, 13-point game. Second one for Deitman. Yes. Lead is down to 12. Guthrie led this thing 9-7 after one. Del City took a 21-18 lead into the break. Opened it up in the third, 41-26 when we started this quarter. It's now down to 12 with 6:10 left. Raina Lewis set the near half court, gives up to Sasha Hunt. Hunt around her defender Smedley, and that's an overhand of the ball. That's a turnover. 6:03 to go. And this is here's where you kind of get into the question of this young Del City team. No seniors in the starting five, handling the moment like this, trying to just hang on to a big lead, but still staying aggressive, not just trying to survive, but continuing to play your game that got you that lead. We'll see how they handle it over the final 5:45. Right side, Smedley in the corner to Deitman. Deitman driving on McCarroll, gives it up to Denning. In the corner, Morgan for three. So get to single digits. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, though, Deitman buys Guthrie a second chance. Deitman in the corner, Morgan another look at a three. Oh, air ball long. Pulled in by McCarroll. Both of those threes from Morgan were good looks. If they would have fallen, the Guthrie faithful here would have exploded. But they couldn't get it, and now McCarroll is fouled back on this end, and some free throws coming. There's a very good Guthrie contingent here in Edmond tonight, and they've been loud into this game. And they were waiting to just erupt if one of those Morgan threes would have fallen, but couldn't get it to go. So back to the line goes McCarroll with 5:20 left. First one goes down and extends out that lead. Every point that Del City can score at this point, it goes without saying, but it shrinks the possibility for Guthrie little by little. Both are good. Back to a 2-touchdown lead at 43-29. McCarroll out, Smithers back in for Dell City. Crossing half court is Morgan. Gives it up to Deitman, gives it back to Morgan. If Guthrie's going to do it, feels like it's going to be a lot of Morgan, a lot of Deitman in this final 5 minutes at Edmond North. Deitman to her right, drives her defender, pulls up mid-range jumper, comes up short, poked out of bounds by Doolittle, goes back to Dell City. Eagles' defensive intensity has been superb tonight. It's been very tough to find any open space on the floor for Guthrie. And that's why they only have 29 points right now. Great pass by Hunter Thornton. We've said that a lot tonight. As Shelby Thornton lays in off the laser beam pass by Sasha Hunt. And the lead's back out to 16. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end with Guthrie. 4:34 left. And it feels like the clock is really starting to become unkind right now to Guthrie. 3 ball for Morgan won't go look good. It's a decent look on the wing, but just a smidge it off to the left. And the Eagles have it back up by 16, 4:20 to go. Lewis trying to shake her defender, Denning. Bounce pass to Hunt, gives it back to Raina Lewis. Dell City trying to work that clock and get on out of here. Extend their season. Hunt down the lane, floater won't go. Rebound, Thornton, put back, no. Hunt the rebound, put back, doesn't got it, but kicks out to Bryson. She'll fire along too, got it. And if that possession isn't just a microcosm of the night, Dell City just sticking with it, getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and in the end, getting one to go. Turnover. Ariana Bryson lead the fast break all the way down the floor. The lead is 20, and the Eagles are on the doorstep now of a spot in the area consolation final on Saturday and being one win from the state tournament. Shot here for Morgan won't go. Rebound pinballed out to Denning. Deitman will fire a 3. Clackham's. Nothing but net shot for Mariah Deitman. That's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 ball. With 3:24 left, timeout on the floor. And a 17-point lead. We got a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take it to 3:24 left. Del City's trying to finish the job here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Go, Miranda.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
state.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Back at Edmond, Oklahoma, Josh Calloway and the Oklahoma Sports Network. Eva Black working the camera for us tonight at the home of the Edmond North Huskies. But tonight's home of girls 5A West postseason action. And right now, with 3:24 to go, the Del City Eagles are in good shape to try and prolong their season into Saturday in a date with the Shawnee Wolves with a spot in the state tournament at the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman, Oklahoma on the line on Saturday afternoon in Piedmont. But still got a little work to do here, up 17, 3:15 left. Sasha Hunt with the ball for the Eagles. Gives it up, long pass to Lewis. Lewis gives it back to her. Rocket pass to Bryson. Pass deflected, ends up back in the hands of Hunt. Final 3 minutes to play in Edmond. Lewis again to the top, Bryson. Gives it up, Hunt. In the corner, Smithers. And Hunt's going to be intentionally fouled by Smedley. Kind of no choice. If you're Guthrie, you got to force the issue. You got to hope for some missed free throws and hope you can try to pull the comeback that way. Not even near the bonus at this point. Only 2 on each team, and now another foul quickly off the inbound. Another one on Smedley, her third, team third, with 2:50 to go. Inbound to Sasha Hunt, and that's another bump and foul on Smedley. That's her fourth, so she's racked him up quickly here in this final quarter. Smedley, one of these seniors, trying to extend their careers. Clock is ticking now with 2:49 left. You know they're going to go down swinging. Hunt, pass, bad pass. Intercepted by Dytman. That was just a ill-advised attempt to get it to that corner. Dytman down the floor, and she's bumped and fouled. So Guthrie will get 2 free throws here from Mariah Dytman with 2:39 to go. Leading by 17. The Toonie Buys Houses charity stripe from Mariah Dytman. First one rims off. This is something that Guthrie's really done quite well tonight, is get to the line. They just haven't had enough shots fall outside of these possessions to overcome the hill. Missed them both, but Morgan buys him a second chance at it. This is a long 2. Almost banked it in. Rebound is loose. Almost corralled by Reed. That was a good effort by the 5'5" Peyton Reed, but couldn't pull it in. And Del City has it back up by 17, 2:22 left. Lewis, rocket pass to the top with Sasha Hunt. Underneath the Thornton, nobody was behind her, but Del City's in no rush. They are more concerned about the clock than getting points right now, as they lead it by 17. This Del City program, quite the comeback here this year for Mariah White and this Eagles team. Took some lumps last year. They're still a really young team this year. It's been a great season, 14-12. Eyeballing win number 15 right now. As Smedley checks out on that foul. Gets a nice hand from the Guthrie faithful, as obviously the senior probably done, barring a big comeback here. Meanwhile, Thornton and Bryson both out for Del City. And into the game for the Eagles, number 30, Deja Olin, 5'7" sophomore. Also back in is Akila Howard. 2:02 left. Second free throw for Raina Lewis, trying to get the Eagles to that 50 plateau. And just rolls off. Rebound, though, is loose and saved by Olden. So Del City will get a second shot here at it. We've seen more offensive rebounds off missed free throws in this game than I think the rest of the season we've had on OSN combined. Both teams have been really good at that tonight. Dytman down the floor for Guthrie. Feeds it off to Tucker, to the top Morgan. She'll go ahead and fire from 3. Clackham's. Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 ball. So Guthrie finding their stroke from deep a little bit, but probably too little too late at this point with only 90 seconds left. They do force a turnover, though. Like we said, you know they're going to go down swinging. Morgan to the rim here won't go. Rebound pulled in by Lewis. That was a nice board by Raina Lewis. Mishandled there by Hunt. Overhanded the ball. 1:17 left. But to kind of finish the thought I was saying earlier from Mariah White, this program, 15 wins, going to have, if you can hang on here, and be 1 win from the state tournament. Really an incredible coaching job. And a lot to be proud of with this season. A lot to be excited about moving forward for Del City with this very young roster. 3 ball for Tucker is good. Well, Guthrie's saying we're not going down just yet. We're down to the final minute. It's going to take a whole heck of a lot, but they are going down absolutely swinging. 52 seconds passing the corner to Olden. Del City's just trying to milk that clock. That's like we said before. They're much more concerned about clock than points right now. They do get to tie up. The arrow favors Guthrie. So the Jays are closing this thing out with a flourish, but with 46 seconds left, just doesn't seem like there's enough time to really make it happen. Here's Dytman on the wing. Across the lane, kick out, open look at a 3 for Denning. Back iron, no. Rebound is loose, saved by Reed. Bounce pass stolen by Hunt. She goes flying out of bounds. They're going to say that Morgan bumped her there. And now Morgan fouls out. So there's another senior who will be done for the day and obviously likely for her career, high school career. Gets another nice hand from the Guthrie faithful. Got to give the Jays a ton of credit for just battling right now. I mean, obviously, you look at the score, they're not naive to the fact that it's a long shot at this point, but going down with their best, going down max effort. Sign of a good team, good coach. Free throw is good as Del City gets that 50 spot at the Toonie Buys House's charity stripe. Been a great night for Sasha Hunt. I think most nights would be a shoo-in for that Player of the Game award, but I think we all know where that's headed. Loose ball at the missed free throw ends up in the hands of Guthrie as they're down by 12. 20 seconds to go. Deitman racing down the floor on the wing. A little hesitation move. She'll fire. Comes up short. Rebound pulled in by Olden. Pass head to Hunt. They could maybe dribble this out. And they're going to go ahead and foul one more time as Denning comes across and gets her. Denning's the one starter for Guthrie that will be back. It was 4 seniors and Denning, who was a junior. So Kinley Denning will have another crack at this thing next year for Guthrie. With 11.5 seconds to go, Hunt back to the line. First one rims out. So it'll be Del City and Shawnee, 2 o'clock Saturday in Piedmont. And you can watch that game right here live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. It'll be a doubleheader as the Titans of Carl Albert will follow them on that floor, with both Del City and Carl Albert trying to join Midwest City, who's already punched their ticket to the state tournament. So all 3 Mid-Del schools on the girls' side still alive moving into the final day of action before the state tournament. Really impressive. We are spoiled on the Oklahoma Sports Network. That's the long and short of it. We are spoiled. And we know that, and we enjoy it every single season. As Hunt back to the line, who missed the first one. Only 9 seconds left. Second free throw will go home. 51-38. Will that be our final, or will Guthrie get one more bucket? Let's see here. Deitman brings it down. She'll take the final shot. 5 seconds. She'll go ahead and launch from 3. No good. Rebound, putback won't go, and that's the end of the ball game. Del City wins it 51-38 to prolong their season into the weekend. And Guthrie's year comes to an end. They put up a spirited effort certainly tonight, but in the end just couldn't quite make quite enough shots, and just simply couldn't keep Shelby Thornton off the boards enough to overcome the Eagles' size and athleticism, as the Eagles win it 51-38 and move on to a matchup Saturday with the Shawnee Wolves over in Piedmont for a spot in the state tournament. Our Eastside Church of Christ Player of the Game Award, no-brainer, Shelby Thornton. She was absolutely fantastic tonight, dominant on the glass. I don't know if Del City wins this game without her. It was actually a pretty even game, really, outside of Shelby Thornton. She was so good in this game. Like I said, Sasha Hunt, hot on her trail. She was also fantastic tonight, but Shelby Thornton, just a menace on the glass. We talked about foul trouble has been an issue for her in the past. It was not tonight at all. She played a ton of minutes and was absolutely dynamite. Shelby Thornton, our Eastside Church of Christ Player of the Game. The Eastside Church of Christ in Midwest City believes in loving Jesus by loving their neighbors. They invite you to join them Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for Bible class with song and praise beginning at 10 a.m. If you can't make a Sunday morning, you're invited to study with them at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Check out their live and recorded streams on YouTube and find more information on their website at eastsidechurchofchrist.info. The Eastside Church of Christ and 916 South Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City. So some final housekeeping items here as Del City wins this game. Like we said, one more time, just to reiterate, they'll take on Shawnee. It'll be Saturday, 2 o'clock at Piedmont is where that game will be. You can watch that live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Carl Albert will follow them at 3:30, so it'll be an afternoon double dip on OSN. Carl Albert getting the winner of that Altus and Guyman game, which is still in progress as we speak. So it'll be a double dip on Saturday afternoon. We hope you tune in for it. Jordan Ray and his crew will have the call of those two games on Saturday afternoon. As for tomorrow, on the boys' side of things, we have 3 games on our network tomorrow at the 5A level in postseason. Carl Albert and Crossings will be over in Piedmont. I'll be on the call for that one. Should be a great one. Those two teams split. The first 2 meetings should be a spectacular rubber match tomorrow. Winner to the state tournament. 6 o'clock here on this floor. Midwest City will take on Guthrie, the Bombers, and the Blue Jays. That should be a fantastic game as well. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock on this floor. And then the nightcap, Del City and Elgin will collide 7:30 tomorrow night on this floor. All 3 of those games can be streamed live and for free right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. That is it for us. Del City wins it 51-38. They prolong their season into the weekend. Great night of hoops here at Edmond North. Like I said, always like coming out here, and I look forward to doing it again in the future. I'll be in Piedmont, though, tomorrow. and looking forward to that Carl Albert and Crossings game. That's going to be a doozy. Hopefully you join me over there tomorrow for that one, the Titans and the Knights over there on the 5A boys side of things. That's it. For Eva Black, who worked the camera tonight, did a great job. I'm Josh Calloway, signing off from Edmond North. We will see you tomorrow for boys action. The Del City Lady Eagles stay alive into Saturday to beat Del City and Shawnee, 2 o'clock for a spot in the state tournament on Saturday in Piedmont. From Edmond North, Del City wins it, stays alive. We'll see you tomorrow night for more action on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Good night, everybody, from Edmond.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.